Supernova Olowale, hi. I'm happy to see you actually. How is Nigeria today? Hey. Hmm. Oh, me too, I'm fine. I'm grateful actually that I can see you again. It's nice seeing you again, Supernova. So I have this question actually. Is emotional cheating worse than physical cheating? I think it's the worst of them all. My baby is doing great and I'm grateful also. She's fine, she's here beside me, doing what she knows best. I'm asking, is emotional cheating worse than physical cheating? Which one do you think is the worst? Is it emotional cheating or physical cheating? Which one is the worst? For me, it starts with emotional cheating long before it comes. Now it reveals itself in the physical. It's all starts in the mind. That's emotion. Then slowly you see it. Mhm. So for me, I think emotional cheating is the worst. Because you picture everything in your mind, you see how you're going to do it and everything, and then finally the last part or the now outcome is the physical cheating. But it all begins with emotional cheating. That is what I'll say according to me. So guys, let me know. Tap to like the live stream. Let me know where you're watching afternoon and what do you think on our today's topic. What is the worst of the two? Emotional cheating or physical cheating? Which one is the worst, guys? Let me know in the comments at Sharike8467. Actually, we can talk better actually. Yeah. So guys, to me, which one is the worst? Is it emotional or physical? I know emotional. I know physical also hurts. It hurts in its own way, guys. I'm not actually saying that it doesn't hurt the physical cheating, but it for me, I'm arguing that before someone starts cheating physically, they have cheated emotionally. Mm. They have cheated emotionally. Now the physical is just the last part of the cheating. That is what I'll say. Because before you start cheating physically, you already cheated. You already thought about it. You've already thought about it. So for me, it all starts with emotional before it now comes to the physical cheating. That is what I'll say. But both of them hurt. There's none that is better. Both of them. Both emotional and physical. My friend. Hey, both of them hurt the same way. The only difference that the emotional you might not notice, the physical you now see the result, the outcome in front of your eyes. But the emotional one, it's hard to even identify. Very hard. Unless you're keen enough, very keen and observant, you will notice the emotional. But the physical you can easily catch. You can easily. There are people who know how to play mind game. That's why it's not that easy to catch an emotional cheater. But the physical one you can easily. For me, I've noticed both. Mm. Women will always notice both. So those who are planning to cheat on their women, eh? So you know that we always perceive something is wrong before we even know what it is. So you can cheat thinking that we don't feel, but we feel everything. We know, we have that. Our intuition is always telling us something. Mm. So don't just sit comfortable and say, I won't know. So long as I just thought, I will know. There are ways to catch a cheater, many ways. Jamani. welcome, guys. You're welcome, those who are joining right now. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think on our topic today. Keti chini. Keti chini. Keti amba. Mwana wa watu. Keti. 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 Ona, nimwaga kila mahali. You're welcome, guys. Let me know what you think. If it's your first time here, guys, remember to subscribe, like the live stream, and tell me where you're watching me from this evening. Let me look at my time now, because yeah, it's 2:19. That's the time in Kenya right now. That is the time in Kenya, guys. Let me know what you think. Both, which one is the worst? Ngefunga mlango. Neno? Shida see you. Guys, let me know those who are watching me right now. What do you think? I want to hear your own opinion, guys. Don't just listen. I want you to also give me what you think. I want to hear your own opinion on this topic of today. Is emotional cheating worse than physical? Let me know what you think on that, guys. Which one do you think is the worst of the two? Both of them. That's why I want to hear your own interaction on that. Yeah. Sitaki. Kestin. Hi. You're welcome, Kestin. Let me know where you're watching me from, Kestin. Me, I am from Kenya. How about you? Where are you watching me from? There's no cat here. You had a cat? I'm fine. It's my baby. She's imitating the cat. She's right beside me. Umefanya hivyo? Black Leo, cheating is an art. If you get caught, you're not good at it. My friend, you will always get caught. That is for sure. You'll always get caught. There's no cheater that has not been caught. All of them have been caught. And if there's one doing it, I'm sure that they will, you get caught. She's here. Let me show you the one. This one here. Saying meow, meow. No, I'm not Ugandan. I'm Kenyan. Paka yuko wapi? Paka yuko wapi? Wapi? Paka. Hi, Brian. Good afternoon from this side. How are you doing? How is South Africa? Shuka. Kakule. Chukua hiyo yako hii. Shika hii kiasi. Long time no see. How is the going? Shika yazi. It's 2:23 p.m. Kestin, that's the time here. Kakule chakula yako, ona dudu atakula chakula yako. So guys, I want to hear, is emotional cheating worse than physical cheating? Imagine, she's always here. It's not that it's that sometimes I usually not show her on camera. She's always beside me all the time. Oh, it's 1:23 p.m. that side. That's okay. Me too. Praise God. Yes, I'm talking about cheating, Kestin. I'm talking about cheating. Is emotional cheating worse than physical? What do you think on that? I want to hear your own opinion concerning both types of cheating. I'm so sorry, actually. Yo. Which one of the two? Is it emotionally or physical? Which one? Kestin. I'm so sorry to hear it, but such is life. Mama. You can love someone who loves someone, who does not love them, who loves someone else, and that is how the trend goes. Mama. Eh. Mama. Eh. Mama. Eh. Nasemaje? Nasemaje? I don't know. If you don't mind, actually, if you don't mind, I'm okay with that. If you don't mind. I think physical cheating is worse, not by much though. Both of them. But it's fine. No physical, you just catch them in the act. That is the worst. I think that is the worst actually. But emotional is also worse. Oh, I'm now going to know my nobody knows where you are from. I don't know you. I've never seen you. How will they know? We have a lot of Kestin around the world. They won't know which Kestin is the one that talked about the story. You can just don't have to give the real names of whoever. That is what I tell you. Anyway. Mute. Kwani nini kwamba pikipiki imeharibika tena? Sasa uko na gari kufanya. Kwa msingi jamani. Malishwa oil, malishwa brake pads. Moshi. Moshi mbaya. Okay. Oh, uliamua kuchukua nini yangu? Hata siivai tena. Si ndio? Sijajua. Nilipata kwa box. Nilipata kwa box ambayo nimeifua nikaiweka huko ndani. Ukakuja ukaichukua. Najua naongelea nini. Na mimi utapata. It's life actually. It's life. Some of us might be some of our partners may have cheated, but we don't know about it. So nobody's safe. Not even me, Sharike. I'm not safe either. I don't know. So it's my crush. He liked me. We started dating in grade 7. Then by grade 8, he got to date this other girl, not telling me. Oh, I see. I see. I feel bad actually, but it's fine. It's, that is just life, you know. Life happens, and you don't have to actually feel bad. Then you cannot control. Sometimes you just let it go. You forgive, but you don't forget the lesson you learned from that. Yeah. Actually, that is what people are using now. That is what people are using. Okay, have a good time. Enjoy your lunch, Kirsten. Thank you for your time. Thank you for actually taking time to step in the live stream and say hi. And it was nice. It was nice having you. Do have a great day. Of course. Unaenda? No? Your husband is not responding to your thinly veiled accusation. Ay! 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 That of course I got you, but he has nothing to say. Woo! So that is just it, guys. As we continue, let me know what you think. Which one is the worst? Is it emotional or insulting? Let me know. We have T. Hi, T. You're welcome, T. Let me know you're watching me from T. Nilikuwa na charge simu yangu. Where are you watching me from, T? Wewe uliza wewe na wewe. Moja kitanda kizima nini? I'm doing fine. Which flag is that? My God, I'm not so. I don't know much about flags, but I think if it's not is it Sudan or Namibia? Oh, thank you so much, T. Thank you so much, T from Namibia. Nice meeting you, T. Unanidunga chako. So what do you think is the worst of them two, T from media? Is it the emotional or physical cheating? Which one do you? The pleasure is all mine. What do you think on our topic today? We have Tendai Bolinga. Hi, thank you so much for joining, Tendai. You're welcome. Let me know where you're watching from, Tendai. Guys, you talk to me. Is emotional cheating worse than physical cheating? What do you think? What is your own opinion on that? Hizo ambao unazipeleka ama unaziacha hapo nje? Yes, from Kenya. Nifungie mlango. Kutoka. Bye. I'm from Kenya. Oh, Tendai, you're from Zimbabwe. Nice to meet you, Tendai from Zimbabwe. So guys, let me hear your own side of the story. Let me hear what you think. What is your own opinion as we proceed with our topic today? What do you think? Is emotional cheating worse than physical cheating? According to you, because we have different opinion, I know. Everybody have their own experience. From that, they can also give out their own opinion when it comes to this topic. Wow! You're welcome, actually. You're welcome in Kenya. We have really Nice men here, very caring, very cute, very hardworking, knowledgeable. Name all the good qualities of men. We have them in Kenya. For me, my friend, for me, I think, for me, I would say before it becomes physical, it always starts up here in the mind. Start by, fantasizing with that person, fantasizing how until you end up, I know how dramatic it can be. You think of all the stuff you could be doing, and then now you go practice them in the physical. That is when you're caught. So emotional is the worst than physical, according to me. But they're all entwined. I mean, they all entwined. The emotional leads to the physical. That is what I'll say. Um, Brian, the emotional one start in the mind, then into the physical. Now that is when you catch your partner doing the stuff with the whatever. It all begins emotionally before it's now manifesting into the physical. That is what I'll say. So all the cheating you've seen around, all the cheating you've ever experienced in life, it all began with the emotional one. It started with the emotional cheating, and then it went into the physical. Now you don't just jump into we have much. When I talk about stuff, I mean a lot of things. You might catch them kissing. That is also part of cheating. I mean, intimate kissing, not just any kiss. Intimate kissing. That is one of the cheating in the physical, actually. So we have lots of ways. We have the one that's chatting with the so-called whatever. That is also physical cheating. But emotional, you've not yet. You're just thinking, doing it emotionally. You've not thought about now doing it physical. That's what I say. According to me, Shari, it starts with emotional before it transits to physical. That's my own opinion, guys. That's my own opinion according to what I think. So let me hear from your own side. I'm actually eager to hear what people will say today. I'm eager to hear what people are going to say on this topic. That's why I brought it up. It was intentional. I want to know, what do you think? What is your own opinion concerning this? I just want to know, actually. Which one would you consider? With different opinions. So whatever I think is not what the next person maybe thinks the physical is the worst. Another person will say, now, me, according to me, Shari, emotional is the worst. Depending on your own experience. So that is just it. Hmm. 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 Eliana. Eliana. Tena monetari. Baba. Na baba kwa hapa. Chuma mchezo. Mm. Angalie. Mama. 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 Bako. Bako. Ndio kumleta ndani. Saa 8:38. Time bado. Mimi confusing. Sherry K, if you passed away tomorrow, would you want your husband to move on to someone else or remain loyal to love? Life has to move on, my friend. It's all his decision to make, not mine. I cannot decide for him. If he wants to marry, it's upon him. I will not say now that if you die you should not marry. Yeah. And me, if God forbid shit happens, I will choose if I want to marry someone else or I want to remain and take care of my children. Because marrying to a man, another man, and you have another man's children, my friend, it's tricky in this world of today. That man can love you but not love your kids. That woman can love you and not love your kids. So the decision will remain with him to make, not mine. I cannot make a decision for him. He knows what's best for him. So stop it. You can't stop someone from living their life simply because you're dead. If you die today, life will move on normally. Brian, people will move on normally. Everything will work as normal. Nothing will change. I will just prefer that he takes good care of our children. Our children, he should look out, because this is the reason why I will emphasize on him taking care of our children. I mean, ensuring that my children are well taken care of, because I know what it is to live with a stepdad, what it is to live with a stepmom. A stepdad will not love you the way your own dad would have loved you. Neither will a stepmom love you the same way your own mom loved you. They will love you, yes, but not the same way. You will feel it, because I've been there and I know it. Why? Why should I be? Why do you think so? Why do you think I should be a politician? Wafanya nini wewe? Wafanya nini? You are waiting for an answer. I think I've answered that he should just ensure my children are well taken care of. If they are studying, ensure they continue studying. If they are done with school, wanting to go to a higher level of education, he should ensure that they are catered for in terms of basic needs. You know what the basic needs entails. That is the only way I would ask him to do for me while watching him down from heaven. Panda wapi? Wapi? That is I mean a prayer for every mom, that whenever, if shit happens today and she's no longer there, her children are well taken care of in terms of their all basic needs. Now that now I'm no longer there, my children are now becoming the housemaid. They out of school, they don't continue with it, you know. That is what I'm saying. You cannot stop someone who has already decided. You know, I'm telling you that the decision is with him. I cannot stop him from marrying anyone else. He should marry if that is what makes him happy. I don't want to be a stumbling block to his happiness. That is what I'll say. Because you cannot tell someone, no, that I'm dead, you cannot marry, you remain loyal to me, I'm dead. Even the Bible says, till death do us part. You're parted ways or you're no longer together, so why should he hold on to that? Why should he? The vow has ended. You're dead. You're no longer bound to him. You should let him move on. That is the best thing one can do for another. Let me hope I've answered it in the right way. Let me think I've answered it the right way. That is my honest answer, actually. I'm just hoping if, yeah, I know if tables were turned, I'm also hoping him to do the same way. But for me, I don't think, God. It's the hardest decision to make. I've actually seen those who find it hard to get married again because their husbands actually left them while they were still, young women, and now the children have grown. They're like, Mom, you cannot go marry another person. There is no need for you to get married. The kids. They will always tell you, if they're old enough, they will tell you, now, Mom, why are you marrying again? Something like that. So that is just it. Hi, Edward Tani. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome, those who just in. Let me know what you think on our topic today. What do you think? Is emotional cheating worse than physical cheating? Which one? Which one do you think is the worst of those two? Let me know in the comments, guys. Oh, remember Kelly. Kelly. Which one do you think is the worst? For me, physical or physical. Imagine sitting with someone who is physically not physical. Imagine sitting next to a person who is emotionally cheating. I mean, cheating emotionally. You cannot perceive that, but the physical, at least you can see evidence. But emotionally, my friend, you cannot. You cannot see unless you're highly into, how do I even put it, into the spiritual world, something like that. Maybe you can. If I think if I fell in love again and marry someone and I'm watching from heaven, I'll die inside seeing her doing stuff with another woman. My friend, you be in heaven enjoying all the luxury there. Why would you think about someone who is still on earth? Huh? Why would you bother about someone who is still on earth? You cannot reconnect until he dies also. And if you reconnect, I don't know if you'll be able to recognize each other. There's nothing like being married in heaven. So what is the need? What is the need? For me, once I leave this earth, I don't want anything to do with it. Wherever I'm going is what matters the most. Whatever I've left behind, it doesn't matter that much. Wherever I'm going is all that matters. So if he wants to take in another wife, let him go on and do it. But not while I'm still alive. Hey, while I'm still alive, it hurts, my friend. It hurts. It hurts really bad. Imagine someone bringing a second wife to your matrimonial home. I had to use it. I had to use it anyway, The stuff, actually. While they're doing stuff, there are a lot of stuff they can do. But the main stuff, you understand? The main stuff is what hurts the most. But when you're not here, you cannot control anything. There's no relation between the dead and the living. You can't do anything. Even if you feel bad about it, you will not do anything. So it's better just take a chill pill and relax and enjoy all the luxurious lifestyle that is there, and leave the people still on earth enjoy their own joy. Edward, you're saying you prefer emotion because it won't the mindset of one's soul. Oh, actually. The one doing it is the one actually. But the physical now, both of you, when you find out both the cheater and the one being cheated on, both of you feel it, something like that. Thank you so much, Edward Tani. Uh-huh. My grandmother got replaced to it, literally drove her mind. Can you imagine? And you know, the worst thing is that while you are grinding, I was there through your hard times. We've built ton by ton, block by block, and now everything is in place. Now you want to bring a replacement for me. Ah, God, it hurts. It deeply hurts. Hmm? Why would you not bring her so that we can come and build from scratch, both of us? The three of us with your so-called mistress. Why would you not bring her to enjoy the same lifestyle that I've been going through with you? Stooping so low, lowering, I mean, having to shrink for you to shine, and now you want to bring someone to enjoy whatever we've hustled together. That's not for me. Nice in your back. Nice to see you again. Sweta ya Ithani hii. Sweta ya Ithani. Wataka kuvaa sweta? Toto. Nataka kutengenezea toto. Basi tengeneza toto wako. So that is justice. I don't know what people want in this life. I don't know. Why would you put someone's daughter through all that shit, all that struggle? You put them through struggle. They struggle and build, and then you go on and marry someone else. The next person who didn't even go with you through that path that was so difficult. Who didn't give you hope when you needed most. They're coming to enjoy the outcome of your struggle with your wife. Can some men be at least thoughtful? Can they just be thoughtful sometimes? Can they just sit down and put themselves in that wife's shoe and see how it feels when you're being replaced by someone who didn't do the work? Someone who just came to enjoy. She came to joyride. That is the most painful part of it all. That is, I would not want any woman going through that in this lifestyle, in this life. I don't wish that for any woman because it's so hurtful. It hurts. It hurts deeply, you know. Mm. Yeah, but most of them, people who are doing this shit. Some I said some also. I was so what? I was so definite about it. I said some. Of course, we have men who are very thoughtful. They're just like the same way you could say some women. That is the same way I'm saying some men. I'm generalizing. We have good men out there. Good men who care. Good men who will never want their wife to go through that stuff. They will not want to hurt. They will not watch their wife cry because of their own behaviors. That is what I'll say. We have others here who only think about themselves. They only think about themselves. They cannot delay anything. But for you, they will keep on telling you, you have to wait. You keep shrinking until you don't know yourself anymore. And then they will go and say, now my wife is not active. My wife does not do this anymore. My wife does not look out for herself anymore. My wife does not do this and this and this. We don't have time. Imagine your children, the house. You leave all the work on me as a wife. I agree, Mr. Brian. So I'm just saying we have men out here who don't even give a fuck. They only think about themselves. Very selfish. They're very selfish. Selfish, defensive, you know, they're always manipulative. Imagine. You can then tell them, you can just tell them, "Babe, you know, I need this stuff. I saw something out there, I saw this nice dress. I would want you to actually kindly purchase it for me." They're like, "No, not today. I don't have money, my friend." Then an emergency comes. Hmm? Not literally an emergency, but when it comes on there, something to do with them, they cannot delay. But if it's something to do with their partner, it's now when the issue of money comes, they will complain. And now you wonder, what do these men want? Eh? You keep on walking on eggshell for someone who will not do the same for you. And me sometimes I sit down and I'm like, yo. I see things out here and I feel bad. Can you imagine a person who keeps on taking and taking and taking until you have nothing to give? And when they found out that you have nothing to give, they leave you for another. They say, "Oh, my boyfriend was this. Oh, my girlfriend was this. She was doing this. She didn't do this." They will blame you and act as the victim. They will always play the victim card. I've seen such kind of people. Mm. It's all about them. Everything has to revolve around them. That is how they always put them. That is just one of the characteristics they have in common. Myself on long distance relationship, I can't say much. I cannot say much, but some work, some don't. It depends with your partner. I know one of long distance relationship. Actually, they are married, but the wife is another country. The man is the husband is another country, and they talk each other every day. They connect. They talk as if they are just beside each other, and love flourish just like that. So it depends with your partner. It depends on how you carry yourself in that relationship. Maybe I've met someone who has the same characteristics like them. They cause chaos and then they stand aside and put a blame on someone else. And they're like, "You made me do it. You are the reason why I did whatever. How am I your reason? How am I the reason why you did whatever you did?" Sometimes I sit down and wonder. People with such tendencies will not be accountable. They're always running away from accountability. Blame game is the real deal when it comes to such people. They're always looking for someone to put a blame. That is the only way that their egos feels at peace. That is the only way they escape from guilt. I don't know. So when they blame you, they feel okay. Oh, Vanity Mix Media. Hi, you're welcome. You're welcome. Why? Why do you so? Make me understand. So, guys, Vanity, we have a topic discussing here. Let me know what your thoughts are on this topic. Uh, is emotional cheating worse than physical? That's what we're discussing at the moment. So, you're free to give your own opinion on what you think on both emotional and physical. Which do you think is the worst of the two? That is what we are discussing at the moment. Tepandeke James. Mimi nikataa, napenda hilo jina. I like that name. In fact, I would love it if I like it when people address me with the surname because it makes me feel good. It brings some joy. That joy is unexplainable. I love that name a lot. You're welcome, James from UG. How is UG at the moment? You've not understood the topic. Let me rewind it and say it again so that you can get what I actually mean. Is emotional cheating worse than physical cheating? Is emotional cheating worse than physical cheating? What do you think on that? Let me know what you think. Is emotional cheating worse than physical cheating? I think for me, emotional is worse. Emotional is worse, my friend. Emotional is really worse. It's worse because you will not miss. You will not know. Imagine sitting next to a partner who does emotional cheating, lying beside a man or a woman who is always cheating on you emotionally without you knowing. That is the worst of them all. At least physical, you can actually get them, but emotional, my friend, you cannot. Emotional, it's too hard to catch the person. It's hard to catch a person who does emotional cheating, unlike physical one. You can easily catch them. That is a guarantee. Physical, you will. That's a guarantee. No lies. I met her this year. That's why I thought I was the luckiest guy in the world. For a month, she literally said she was being because she wanted to check if I still. What the fuck? Being what? Mean people don't say. They don't say. It's the same way someone telling you I'm a submissive wife looking for a what? Looking for a man who is in control of everything. A person who is whatever she says she doesn't say it. You only see that in her character. A submissive woman, you will know her when you meet her. Even those that say, I'm submissive, I'm easily lovable. Run away from that. That's a big red flag, my friend. You're not to tell people, I'm good, I'm a good person, I love this and this. You won't say that. That is not how it should be. You not go around telling people how good you are. It doesn't work like that. That was a big red flag, my friend. Tell me that you didn't notice it earlier. While she's not giving it to you, she's giving someone else there. Someone else is enjoying it. Africa, you're paying the price for it. That is how women are. So, I'm so sorry that you believed the lie. Because that was a lie. A big one. Priyansh Verma. My day is fantastic. I don't know yours, Priya. How is yours at you? Wherever you are at the moment. How is your day going on your end? So that is it. So if someone starts telling you that this, they are that, my friend, that's a big red flag. A big one right in front of you. It's you to actually keen and know. Because I was watching I was watching just how people get the perfect match, and someone says, I'm a submissive woman, I'm looking for a man who is totally in control. Everyone popped the balloon. Pum, 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 pum. All the men. And they were like, why did you do that? They say a submissive woman will not say I'm a submissive. You will see her from her characters. That's good. And you kept believing, my friend, kept believing. But not all of them are like your ex. Not all of them. We have women who are genuine out here. When they say they mean, it's not that all of them who say that But most of them who say, most of them, it's a big red flag. You should watch out for. Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's hard to believe in this world. People, it's hard to trust people, very hard. I can attest to that. It's really hard. So when you say such stuff, not everybody is going to believe you. Not everybody will believe that you're what you said you are. That's now the problem. In today's world, that is the problem. Hey. So, nowadays, sometimes I sit down and wonder. Tell me why someone will tell you your analysis of me. You're doing an analysis when it comes to my characters. How am I supposed to trust a person who says a word and never follows up with it? You give me a promise and you never fulfill, and you expect me to not once. You keep on not fulfilling the promises, and then you expect me to trust you the same way. It doesn't happen like that. You break one promise, that I will understand, but it's a pattern. It's something done repeatedly. You know what repetition means. At least do it once, I will understand, but keep on doing the same thing. And then you tell me I misread you, I misread your action, I misunderstood everything. No, it's just who you are. That is how I actually conclude. Because if someone keeps on telling you the same thing, they keep breaking the same promise they tell you, or the same promise they are supposed to keep, then that should speak to you as an individual. It will give you something, give you reasons why. That is a number one indicator. You should be seeing that and trusting your instincts. Because they always, if something is wrong somewhere, your instinct will always say. It's only that sometimes we tend to actually ignore, and that is what costs us a lot. Ignoring our intuition, ignoring our instincts, making excuses on their behalf. That is how she is. Let me wait until someone else is enjoying your honey pots. You're told, I'm into you because I want to know it's real. Someone else elsewhere is enjoying your honey pot there. He's not even being given conditions. He's not even asking for it. Given freely. That is just life. Yes. I've been cheated on. No. I've been cheated on. I'm not the perfect one here, my friend. Hey. Wait. I had a very stupid ex back then. I really had this ex who was so. I don't even know. I thought that I would not move. He thought that I would not get a good person. No, it's not about. Leave that aside. Imagine, I had a. I don't even know if I should address her as a best friend or something, or a friend. Shika simu. Pigia babako. Ketu upige simu. Piga. I don't know how to address this. And they were always together. She would always come and tell me, you know what, Shari, this is what your BF said. She's with him today. It didn't seem serious. I didn't take things serious until I was told they have been folking together. That is when of course you will always find your type. That is karma for me. You get your equal. You always get your equal. That is just life for me. You think doing someone that and then you will survive it in this world. You will get the same. You will be served the same breakfast you served someone else. That is what I know. You will be served with the same breakfast you served your partner. That is for sure. So whatever you do to another person, it will come back to you. If you give out love, love will always find its way back to you. If you whatever you give, you will always receive back. Jamani. Shika. Piga back. Piga. So that is for me. Imagine my friend with my boyfriend, the ex. And from that day, our friendship never was never the same, you know. It was never the same. We didn't talk like we used to. We kept on drifting, and that is until today. We no longer talk. We can just find ourselves on the way, great, and we mind our business. That is how bad it is. Why would you fall? Why would you keep on looking with my boyfriend? And the other problem is that that guy was trying. It was like he was saying people in my village. Those boys in my village didn't. Wow, they were unable to woo me because of what I was back then, because of the standards I had set for myself. So some of them were afraid. Some of them I had turned them down. So this boy came. This boy came, and he stole my heart, of course. That is just it. He was told by his friends, we've tried that young lady. Whatever you will do, what you need to do is just pretend you love her and stay with her. That was the main mission of my ex. But thank God. Thank God it didn't work out, because I had perceived it. And none. I can attest. I can stand in front of the and say none of my ex ever. Let's stop it there. let's just leave it there. I am proud of myself. I'm proud, Ryan. I'm proud. None of those men. Shika. Ngoja pekee basi. Ona. Finya. I can stand with my full chest and brag that none of them ever pull down my pants till today. Even if they have anything to say, the only person who can attest to that is my hubby. Only that. The rest of them can just blab whatever they want to. Shika. Njoo nyonye basi. Njoo nyonye. Whatever I was talking about, none of them can claim that they saw anything. None of them can say that they saw my nakedness. None. None, and I can stand with my chest and say that. Yeah. So any of them, they have nothing against me. They have nothing. That is what I'm proud of till today, and I will live to be proud of myself. That is the same way I'll teach my daughter. Never compromise yourself for anybody. Set your bar. If they cannot meet you there, someone will meet you there. Set your standards and yes? Wapi? Nani wewe kwanza? Kidogo. I'll be back in a few. I'm just checking out on somebody. Kwenda wapi wewe? Kwenda wapi? moving pole pole. Naongea. Joe, I am streaming right now. Ah? Hawajalala wako macho. Acha nimalize. Funga mlango, sitaki reflection. There's not me too lucky. Both of us, you know. Nobody should say that the one person, both of us are lucky to meet each other because we had the same. Unless if he lied about the whole thing, that is what I'll say. But we are both lucky to have each other, something like that. Yeah, because we've come from far. This is the 5th year. This is the 5th year since we met. I'm counting 5. 5, not 5 actually, because we met in 2019. 29 August. 2019 August, 2020 August, 1 year. 21 August, 2 years. 22 August, 3. 20, like 6 years. We believe in the same thing, something, unless he just said for the sake. For me, Brian, I had my own principle, I had my own belief, I had my own things, my own goals set for me. So I knew what I wanted. And I went for it. And I'm so glad it worked. I'm so glad actually it worked, you know. I'm still counting and counting and counting and counting and counting. That is just it. So that is just it. When you meet someone that resonates with your own goals, you will thank God, you'll be grateful because such people are hard to buy. Such people are hard to find. I've never heard about it unless I go listen to it. I've never listened to it. Amesusu. Shughuli zangu sasa yeah, it's hard to find actually. It's hard to find. But if you find one, my friend, you hold on to that person because like your life depends on that because it does. You hold on to them. You love them. You appreciate them. You make them feel seen and loved. That is all that women want. You know, there are some women who don't want much. They just want to see them. They want to feel seen. They want to feel appreciated. Their efforts. They want to feel that their efforts is noticed. You know, like, baby, today you did a great job. Baby, today I love how you did this. Baby, that. Baby, that. That's things that women want. You know. Sometimes it's not all about money. The way people have put it, the way the society has actually make it look like it's not all about money. Sometimes, because we have women who have built themselves up. They have everything. They have their own money. They have built their own life. All they need is to be loved genuinely without someone looking at what they have. That is all some women want. So you assumed what? So that is it. So it's not all about money. Sometimes it's not all about money. Sometimes we're just looking for someone to love us the same way, appreciate us, make us feel seen. That is all that we might be looking for. Nothing much. But some people are too busy to even notice that. They're too busy focusing on the wrong thing. about women. And I thought by now men would have understood what women want, but yeah, it's still how do I even put it? I don't know how to put it anyway. Yeah. See me back. So for me, I usually say there's no need. No, as in nowadays, cheating is just you making fool of yourself. Why should you cheat in the first place? Why? Why would you cheat? What is making people cheat? I'm really asking. A person who wants to cheat, a man who wants to cheat has already decided they want to cheat. You know, you cannot force that. You cannot even tell that man to stop because they have already made up their mind they want to cheat. So that is it. And then there's this a man who wants to be kept will be kept. You cannot keep a man with whatever they say. Oh, the direct way to a man's heart is through food, my friend. It doesn't work for everybody. It only works for those who are too lazy to cook for themselves. But now I'm seeing men improving out here. I'm seeing men doing a great job. I'm seeing men cooking for themselves, being responsible. You know, most of those men who their only way is the only way you can get loved by them is through cooking. Those are very lazy men. Those men that depend on men to help them wash their dirt cloth, clean their house and everything. Very dependent. But now I'm so happy on what I'm seeing. I'm so happy. That is the same I want for my son. I want him to be responsible, not to tell me when I ask him about the qualities of a woman he wants, and he'll now start naming for me. I want a woman who can cook, a woman who can clean, a woman can. Are you looking for a maid? I want him to be fully responsible so that he will not be. He will be of sound mind while choosing the right person for his the right person to spend the life with, not just choosing someone because you are them to come and help you do that. That is not what I want. Same to my daughter. I don't want her to go marrying a rich man because she can now that person can help them buy whatever stuff they want. I want her to have her own money. You know, when as a woman, when you can rely on yourself, anything, no man, you will not accept disrespect, you will not lower your bar for anything. And there are men who will look at your standard and come after you, not this. You know what I mean? So for my daughter, I will want her to actually have work herself first before thinking of getting in a relationship. Imagine that is what it has become. That is not what I want. That is not what I want for my children. I want them to know, to get to build themselves, because before getting into this thing called marriage and relationship, work on yourself first. When you work on yourself, you'll never get trouble getting someone who resonates with you, whatever you want in life. You'll find it will come to you easily. But if you don't work for yourself, you don't work on yourself, my friend, you'll fall for anything. Anything that disguises itself like this thing you're looking for, you actually run to it. That is now the problem with men and women in this world. So take time and work on yourself. Work on your fears, work on your trauma, work on everything. Then once you've fully worked on yourself, once you've done the inner work, you will not get trouble finding the right person. The right person will locate you. But if you don't do the inner work, you want the what girl? The girl treatment. You want the soft life. The soft life, and you have nothing. You want someone to fund it for you. Friend, first thing first, be ready for disrespect. That is the first thing. They will disrespect you, knowing that you cannot do without them. You depend on them fully, so they will do anything. They will embarrass you whenever they get over you. Every opportunity they get, you will get embarrassed. That is just it. So unless people learn it, if you don't want to learn it the easy way, the world is gonna teach you the harder way, and that is not what I want for my future children, grandchildren. There, I don't want them to go through such life. It's not a good life, actually. I would not wish that for them. I want them to really understand themselves. I want them to fully work on their inner self. I don't want them to get in something transactional where someone is just there to gain. They have an agenda. They know there's something they'll be getting from you. That's why they're keeping you, because they fit you. That is not what I want. I want it to be a two-way. You're benefiting, I'm benefiting. Not that you are the only person benefiting from whatever it is that I'm giving. Imagine. Sometimes life happens in different ways, and that is just it. There are things that we don't have control of, and we have to understand that. See, I'm even talking Swahili. You're making me. Ay. You have to let go, my friend. You cannot stay like that forever. You cannot stay like that forever. You have to heal. You have to heal. No matter what, you have to heal. That is what I'll tell you. Because nobody's coming to help you. You have to heal by yourself. The bigger work is done by you. Someone else just shipping to complete what you already started. So heal, my friend, heal. Not every woman is like your ex, and not any man is like my ex. Whatever she did, it doesn't mean there is nobody who can love you genuinely. That was her loss. It's now to stand up, shake off the dust, and get back on your feet, and you have to heal. Force yourself to heal. Heal. No matter what, you have to heal. That is the only way. You heal. You forgive yourself for not knowing better. You forgive her and let go. Because if you stay like that, you now start accusing every woman you meet because of whatever she do. Now feel safe around any woman. You'll think all women are the same as your ex. You'll be looking for reasons why they are like your ex, and that's not good. That's not what I want for you. I want you to heal, because there's someone out there, someone who will love you of who you are. They will understand you. They will worship and adore the ground that you walk in. That is what I tell you, actually. There's someone who is going to adore you, and you look back and say, yo, where was this lady? Why is it I find her very early? You will start asking questions like that. So heal. Me too, before I met my now hubby, I was heartbroken. This stupid guy decided to just snob on me and give me silent treatment. He just left me just like that. He left me just like that without a word. Imagine being someone leaving you without a word. Not even telling you, just blocking you. They blow and they just go silent. It's nice to have you back. Being angry at them will never help you heal. That is just, it's you tormenting yourself. They have moved on, my friend, even thinking about whatever they did. Life is moving perfectly on their side. You're here getting angry on someone who doesn't even care. You're wasting your energy. That energy related to something else. For me, I think it was just at that time I was now he snobbed on me. He just left me when I was about to end to go to campus. I was joining campus and he left me. And guess what? When I got in campus the first week, that is when I met my now husband. The first week, the first orientation, that is when we met, and it was so good. It felt good. It felt good. The first week of orientation in the uni, and you meet your soulmate. Ha! My friend, it was the perfect thing ever. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. And we've gone through class together, graduated on the same day, and here we are together, still together. So that is just so. And when I was going home, before I even got married, when I was going home, he would look at me and say, "Now, he will tell my friend. He will tell my friend, that friend of yours. Now she's so arrogant. She's so arrogant. I don't know how she walks as if." That is what he was saying. Such words. He thought I will in pain and live like remain forever and ever. Who is God? My friend, you have to heal. You have to heal. And when you see your ex, don't give that satisfaction of being, don't even get angry. Release her. Release her so you can now create space for happiness. Create space for another person. But if you keep on holding on to her, my friend, you will never get a chance to tell you openly, open your heart to actually receive love from one or another person, because you will think they are the same as your ex. Is what I'll tell you. That is just it. But cheating hurts. I will not argue that it really hurts when you love someone so much and they hurt you. I'm not going to argue on that, but whatever happens, you still have to heal. I'm not telling you to heal overnight. Take your time to actually. It's step by step. You don't need to rush. Slowly. Until when you see them, you will not even feel anything. You will not feel anything. You just start training as early as now. Yeah. Find things, things you love doing the most. That is the only way you can heal. Do the things you love doing by yourself. Take yourself out, go somewhere cool, enjoy yourself. Enjoy your solitude actually. Enjoy your own company and everything. Slowly watch a movie, do something you love. That is the only way. Mm. Mm. Now that is where the problem is. You keep on rewinding everything, you're hoping to see again. Is that so? Well, you might. Asubuhi saa mbili. Amechukua admission akaenda na uniform kabisa. Mimi nilifanya. Hatakuonyesha watu. So what I'm saying, you cannot wallow in pain forever. Pain will block you from enjoying and being grateful on the things you have around you. You will not see something to be actually joyful about when you get pain in your heart. Nothing will even matter. Nothing will actually excite you when you're in pain. Of someone who let go long time, who is living their best life. My friend, if you are in Kenya, we will tell you shower and go back to the market, but unluckily you're not in Kenya, so you shouldn't even resent her. Resentment, it's not the best thing to do. Resentment, there's what, let me try and put it in a layman's language. I don't know how I'm gonna put it, but resentment, that thing, before I let go of resentment, my friend, I was hurt, not necessarily the hurt that comes with cheating, but some people hurt me. They really hurt me, not once, not twice. They have hurt me several times, and I carried that pain since 2022. But then I came along the articles from Napoleon. They really changed on how I saw things. They changed on how I thought. They changed my own perspective on resentment, and I decided to let go. I don't have any grudge. When I would see that my friend, I would resent them. I would not even feel like being in the same space with them. I felt anger. I was angered by their presence. But now, when I see them, I feel nothing. Actually, I feel nothing at all. They don't trigger anything in me anymore. And that is how I got my power back. So if you resent someone, it means they still have your power. They still have your power, because if you seeing them trigger something in you, then they still have power over you. You don't have to keep someone doesn't have to occupy any space in your mind more than 10 seconds. They should not get that in your mind. So for me, I decided they have been residing in my mind without any importance. But after letting go of everything, I felt lighter, happier, and things started aligning in my life. Things started moving. When you resent someone, there's some stuff. Even prayer, when you pray and you're resenting someone, well, it just bounces back. It goes nowhere. Forgive, but don't forget the lesson. Forgive, but don't forget the lesson you actually learned from that. That is what you should stay with. That is what I'll say. You are the one. You cannot actually. You're the one to stop that, Brian. You're the one to stop that. You are the one to stop that pain. It's all in your hands. So whenever you're ready, you got to go down that road and forgive. Forgive, but stay with the lesson that you learned. Keep that lesson. Unakuwa na nini? Mungu na nini? Tena nne kamchukua Itani. Hiyo ni saa hii nimemchukua. Tutaenda. Namchukue. Rudi, nyoshe mami yake, nyoshe vyombo. Fanya 1 2 3. Neno? Yeye ndio kapika hivi. Haraka tu hivyo. Sasa uko mzia nani? Amemzibia kwa sababu anatoka. Na kitoka ananiambia. So if you're still in Brian, my network just my YouTube started misbehaving and I had to go without even notice. Now I'm back again. So just let go. Let go of the pain. I know it's not easy. You'll say, you know, Shari, it's not easy. I know it's not easy. It's not easy, but at the end of the day, you just have to let it go. And they say if you love someone that much, you have to let them go. So you have to let the pain go. Not for her, but for you. Do it for you as an individual. For me, I had to do it for me. Forgive, let that go. For me, not for them to deserve. But I did it for me. So it's high time you do it for you. Don't worry, things will be okay. I promise you, things are going to be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. That's I know. One thing I know is that you will be fine. That time. All you need to do is forgive yourself. Just forgive yourself. Forgive her. And move on. Even if you're not going to move on that fast with another person, but you have to allow space for love again. We have beautiful souls out here that would love to have someone like you in their life. So when you get one, don't be scared to try again. Because failure is not fatal. Don't actually leave them out or judge them basing on whatever your ex did, because they're not the same. That is what I'll tell you. So I think it's high time I have to go pick my son from school. I'll have to end it here. It was nice talking to you, Brian from South Africa. Yeah, that's why I'm telling you have to do the inner work. Inner work is by you healing. You have to heal first before moving to the next relationship. Because if you carry the trauma that you have to the next relationship, my friend, you'll never be at peace. When you decide now you want to go into a new relationship, make sure you're prepared. You've done the inner work, you've healed, and now your heart is open and fresh for another person to actually pour their love in. So that is a good step to take. It's actually a good step to take. I must attest to that. So let's hope we'll be meeting in the evening, if I'm not wrong, maybe tonight. If I get time, I'll hop in and we can have a talk. Actually, you two have a good rest of the day, and let's maybe we might meet in the evening, at night. Actually, let me hope and pray that we'll have another stream. But it has been nice talking to you. I'm so happy to actually see you again after a long time. Bye. simu yangu nayo huwa inakataa kunini saa zingine. Zuri tena. Nata.